How's it going, everybody? The Johnny Cage here. Welcome back to playing more Pokemon Leaf Green. Last time we left off, we just started our adventure on the SS Anne. Gara, my Sandshrew, almost got beat to death, so we had to just switch him out there for my Dragonzord, better known as Gyarados, perhaps. But let's continue our adventure. Without further ado, another sailor, this time bringing out a Horsea. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for the Dragon Pokemon. Oh yeah, when you need Dragonzord power, just call upon the power of the dragon. Oh, so how's everybody doing today? I've just been, casually playing some games lately, and the good news is that I finally decided on what LP I'm going to play next. Thanks to everyone who watched the Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers LP. That was a really quick one, something that I just wanted to do in my free time. I know it's a game that a lot of people played growing up, but it didn't actually warrant a really long, let's play. So I put out both parts at once. I might do that again in the future for a game. I'm not sure, but if I get enough views, I hate to put out too many videos and then they don't get the attention that they deserve. Because I like to think that I put the same amount of quality into each video I do as far as the Let's Plays go. So I've decided what game I'm going to do next for the NES, and I'm going to work on that today, and I'm going to get the first part out hopefully tomorrow. Brand new game, so I'll have that going. Of course, the ever-continuing quest of me as a Pokemon trainer will always keep going, and we're going to keep on playing through Donkey Kong Country. That probably has quite a few bits left to it. There's probably seven parts left. There'll probably be a grand 10 or 11 parts total, I figure. I still haven't beaten the game, to be honest with you. These last couple areas I haven't played in a long time. It's been a long time since I beat the game in general. So stick with me. Try not to get too frustrated when I keep on dying, because I don't like to edit the video and make it look like I completely ran through the game without dying, because only human. There are a few games I can beat without dying. I honestly thought I was going to beat Rescue Rangers without dying, but that is not what happened whatsoever. But anyhow, I digress. One other thing worth mentioning is that I am going to be playing Skyrim when it comes out. I have decided that will be the first game that I can see in the foreseeable future me doing at launch. And it's a tough one to do. But a big reason why I'm not doing Oblivion is because it's so old. There are a lot of videos out there for it now. It takes a long time to render that video versus doing something on the Game Boy or NES or Super NES. So I'm going to save it for when something new comes out, and that should be a pretty interesting kind of adventure kind of game. Oblivion was great. If you've never played Oblivion, see if you can get it really cheap and try it out, because man, that is a really solid, very fun game to play. But so that's the big news there. Let's focus now a little bit more on our Pokemon adventure. Unfortunately, no new Pokemon to talk about, but I've got my what do I got? My team's kind of dwindling down here. We're taking a lot of damage. Hopefully we can get through this this deck of trainers before I have to go back and heal up. It's very nice having someone that you can go to heal up on the ship at least. It's a huge plus. But let's keep things going and let us fight this sailor. What's he gonna come at us with? A Tentacool. Oh, the jelly poison Pokemon. So much to fear. In fact, this is probably a bad mesh of fighting right here. Going at him with the ground Pokemon. I'm not sure. I see a lot of people use Diglett. I've even seen one guy who did a walkthrough who just had, I think he had a starter, might have been Squirtle, and then he had a Pidgeotto and a Diglett. And those were the only ones that he used for a long time, and they were a pretty good mesh-up altogether, but I don't know. I think that as far as ground Pokemon go, Sandshrew is a better pick. He doesn't have a lot of great moves. That's one thing you can say about Diglett over Sandshrew, is that Diglett gets better moves. He's got Magnitude, I gave him Dig, he's got Fury Swipes. Pretty much you can use all of his moves in a very offensive sense, as where with Sandshrew, all you've got is Scratch, really. And I've got Poison Sting, but that's next to useless. But not as useless as Harden, or Leer, or Growl, or any of those other moves, but as far as the offensive moves go, it's pretty bad. So, can't wait to get some more water Pokemon, actually. I haven't really played with a lot of others than Squirtle, as a starter, and I haven't used Squirtle as my starter very often. Most of the time, I said in my very first video, most of the time it's Bulbasaur. but I'm looking forward to using Staryu for sure. And I wouldn't mind getting a Krabby or Shellder. I think I mentioned that in my last video. Definitely looking forward to getting a whole bunch of strange Pokemon. Oh man, look at him. Poor turd. That's a poor beaten up turd right there. Oh my, magnitude 6! At least that should give me the kill. Boom, down goes the Shellder. Take that! We defeated Barney. Barney the fisherman. Well, he had to do something when he retired from that big purple dinosaur gig. He became a sailor. Well, not a sailor, a fisherman. Not to be confused with a sailor who would be drunk and punching everyone on the ship. And it's times like these that I'm glad that I have a Gyarados with me, because it's very worthwhile to have a very strong Pokemon with you on this boat that can just annihilate things in one shot. Makes it a bit easier. Bringing out a Machop. I got a request to have a Machop on my team just recently. And I believe you can get one of them in the Rock Tunnel, which will be the next place I go once we're done here on this boat. And so I'll be getting one then. You can definitely look forward to me playing Machop. I haven't used Machop too much, mostly because you need the link cable. You need to link him over to make him from a Machoke to a Machamp. So yeah, he hasn't gotten a lot of love from me in the past, but I'm gonna use him for a while. Hopefully, I can use him at least until he evolves into a Machoke. See how he does. Compare him to a Primate, perhaps, because yeah, Mankey was a surprise for me the first time I used him, but he ended up being really worthwhile. So we've cleared that deck. We're gonna go heal up real fast. Good old healing lady. She is oh so nice to me, letting me use her bed, watching me creepily as I sleep. Oh yeah, what a wonderful Pokemon world we live in, full of delightful, happy strangers. So now we're going to go up here onto this deck. To the right of me, if I were to go down this hallway, I run into Kene and the captain of the boat, which gives me the cut technique. But first we're going to make a stop off over here. That guy, I didn't know if you could fight him or not. I guess not. Go out to the bridge, the open deck area. A couple trainers out here, and I remember. Get up, try to level up my Neko-kun. Oh, Neko. My little Meowth. I don't know about Meowth. He's probably my least favorite Pokemon on my team right now. I didn't have a lot of high hopes for him, but I give everyone a fair shot, and he's just, I don't know. Payday I should do more experimenting with, if you will, because it scatters coins everywhere, but I'm not sure if that means that he's using my money as well when he uses that technique. I haven't really, checked it out. Oh my gosh. Well, there you go. One shot. Well, because we won't be using him much. What a shame. But anyhow, let's bring out Gara, the Sandshrew. See how he does. Ooh, he's really close to leveling up, and I think he evolves at level 22. I'm thinking it. I'm loving it. But we'll go with that. We'll hope that he gets the victory. Bam! Nice. But as I was saying, yeah, Meowth kind of bottom of the barrel right there. I'm trying to think of other Pokemon I'm going to get soon. I know around the Rock Tunnel you get a Voltorb, which is a really interesting. Yeah, we'll go with interesting Pokemon to have. I haven't compared. I've used him before. I don't know if I used him all the way up to the point where he became an Electrode or not, but I'm interested to see how he does compared to a Pikachu, for instance. Because when it comes to electric Pokemon, obviously Pikachu gets all the love. I've never even used an Electabuzz before. I think you can only get them in the power plant if I remember correctly. But you also get Zapdos in the power plant. And look at this! What? He's evolving? I'm just always stunned and out of my mind when they evolve. Like, I think this process would be a lot more like hideous in real life if you saw it, like some sort of strange mutation. So he evolves into something completely sinister looking. I don't know, that's what I think would happen. Just be completely freaked out. Especially with some of them, like Charmeleon into Charizard. If you put that in the correct perspective with how large Charizard is compared to Charmeleon, just like, oh my god, there's a giant dragon breathing fire at me. Just like the cartoon when he evolved into a Charizard and completely uncontrollable. Yeah, I can see that happening. Makes sense. Let's switch out. We're going to switch out to Turd again, because he's still at level 21. I'm not quite sure when Diglett evolves. I think it might not be till level 30 or so. I'm not sure if I'm going to have him on my team that long. He's probably right behind, or right in front of Meowth as it would be as far as Pokemon on my team, because he's competing with my now Sandslash. And that's a tough act to follow. So we'll see. But if there's any Pokemon coming up that a lot of people don't use, I've said it a million times, like a broken record now. This is a choose your own adventure type playthrough. Let me know what Pokemon you want to see me play with, especially the stranger ones. By strange, I mean around maybe like the Fuchsia City, the Safari Zone especially. I've not used many Pokemon at all from the Safari Zone. Never used a Tauros, never used a Kangaskhan, never used a Rhydon, really. I think when we get there, it's going to be a huge, completely readjustment of the team when I get there. So I really can't wait for that. It's going to be pretty good. Let's take out the Shellder. Come on, Turd. You can do it. He's your mortal enemy. The shellfish with a big tongue. What could be more sinister? Dun dun dun. Magnitude 5 ain't gonna do it. Not the icicle spears. Speaking of ice, I've never used a Jinx before either. That would be an interesting one to use. Oh, please don't die. Yes, he holds on. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him with the magnitude. Has magnitude 6. Is it enough? I don't know if that's enough. Yes, it's just enough. Just enough. Anyhow, that's going to take care of the Pokemon trainers on the bridge. That's all the time I have for now. This has been the Johnny Cage. Subscribe, comment, like, please. I love you guys so much. And I will see you guys next time. Later on.